Hello everyone, my name's Marina. I am the dyer behind Marina Skewer, and as you might know, this weekend is Virtual Wonderwool. Today is the Sunday, and usually Wonderwool is a 2-day show. It usually happens in Wales, but this year it's a virtual show, and so I've been doing some special things from home. Last week I dyed up a special colourway, which was a special edition for the show, and it sold out quite quickly yesterday, which I really didn't expect. And it's always a shame when there isn't enough going on for Sunday shoppers. So I thought that I would do a sort of live colourway, in that it's Sunday morning. I'm hoping to have this yarn available this afternoon, dyed up in a limited edition colourway. I'm going to be filming it as I go and showing you. When this video goes live, the product listing will be available on my website, but it won't have finished photos of the yarn because they will probably still be drying. It's something I'm trying out, and we'll see how it goes. And as things progress, if there are still skeins available by the time all of the yarn is dried, I will take prettier, better photos, and hopefully that's something you'll enjoy. So come and experiment with me. Now, the yarn I'm going to be dyeing up is this one. It's my Mendip 4-ply base. So the wool is from Fernhill Farm, who are good friends. They're also fellow Wonderwool vendors, so do check them out. The farm is about 15 miles from here, that way-ish, on top of the Mendip Hills. And so I like working with yarn where I know the farmers, and I've met the sheep that provide the wool, and that's part of what I love doing. So today I'm going to be dyeing this up in a nice sort of greeny bluey grey colourway. It's going to be variegated, not super high contrast, but we're going to see how that goes. I like, with my variegated colourways, to sort of make it up as I go. I usually have something in mind when I start, and it develops as I mix the dyes. So I'm going to show you that process. So I've got my dyes set up here, and I'm just going to be mixing a sort of base colour which is going to cover most of the yarn. I'm going to go for a pale sort of bluey grey. I'm not going to be measuring these, I'm going to be doing it entirely by feel. And that'll mean that this is not at all repeatable. I won't be able to remember what I did. So I started off with some blue there. That's quite a reddy blue. I'm going to put the tiniest amount of black. That'll grey it down a bit. And then, because I'm looking for more of a greeny blue than a reddy blue, I'm going to be putting in the slightest amount of yellow. Turn the heat on. I'm doing everything very differently to if I were going for one of my semi-solid colours. I use quite a lot of different methods depending on the fibre that I'm dyeing and what sort of effect I'm going for. See if That at the moment is very pale blue. That'll get stronger as it begins to react with the wool. Now, while the yarn is absorbing that grey blue, I'm going to mix up some of the other colours I'm going to put in. So one of them is just going to be a very pale grey. This is a black. And this black, when not used at full concentration, can tend to go a little bit purple. It's often the case with blacks that they have a way that they skew. So some might go a bit green or a bit blue. This one goes purple. So I'm just putting the tiniest bit of yellow in there, which will cancel that out and make it a nice proper neutral. I'm not going to mix up loads of that one. And then here I'm going to do a green. So I use two different green dyes and I'm going to be using both of them. Because that's going to be really quite a strong green and I'm going for a slightly softer effect. I'm going to put the tiniest amount of an orangey red in there. Really, really small amount. This one is an old mug. I keep mugs that the handle have broken off for dyeing in. Like that, that's a sort of peridot green, which is perfect. So if we come back to our bluey grey that's in here, you can see that's beginning to take the colour nicely. There's still a fair bit of colour in the water, so it's not exhausted yet. But I'm going to start layering up with the other colours. And this way I won't get sharp contrast in the colour changes. I'm looking for colours that fade into each other. Have to be careful not to agitate the wool too much because it can felt. So it doesn't boil. The heat is just to help the colour take, so it helps the chemical reaction between the wool and the dye. There's also citric acid in the water, which will help with that as well. the grey here on the lighter parts. That's the last of that. So I'm going to let this cook a while. And as I do so, I'm just going to add some little areas of slightly stronger colour. I'm just using some dye powder directly. So I'm just dipping the end of a skewer into the dye powder, which means that I don't get a lot of loose dye particles flying around, and I can control where I'm putting it quite carefully. And now, because I don't want just little dots, I'm going to push those slightly under the water, which will help the colour bleed a bit. I think that's good. So I'm going to leave that a while just to stay on the heat so all the colours can absorb, and then when that's done I'll take it out, rinse it off and hang it up to dry, and then these skeins will be available for you. So the finished colourway is now drying. I have had so much fun creating this video and dyeing up these special skeins, and I really hope you've enjoyed it too. The skeins are now available on marinaskewer.com, and I'll put a link below so that you'll be able to find them nice and easily. And if you've enjoyed the video, do check out my YouTube channel and subscribe there, because I post monthly podcast episodes talking about my dye processes and the things I'm currently knitting and making, and I'd love to see you there. Otherwise, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook and Ravelry, all as Marina Skewer. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you've had a lovely virtual Wonderwool. Bye!